Hi friends, how goes it? Feels like it's been forever. I don't think I've made one of these since I could barely button my shirt on my own. And now, look at me. We're 5 weeks out from surgery today, and this morning I got to walk the dog again. So we're on one of our favorite walks in the park. And let's see, let's just do some updates. So today was my last fill up for my tissue expanders. So here's the gals. Aren't they looking great? I sure think so. It's been kind of magical to get your boobs enlarged every week. Just going to visit the boob fairy. Yeah, that's been pretty magical, but at the same time, these things are heavy, and my posture is not great these days. I've been working on it. Anywho, so this is as large as they're gonna go for me anyway. And then I've got my next surgery coming up in early November. I think it's November 5th is what we scheduled. So in that surgery, they will take out the tissue expanders, put in implants, and do some fat grafting so that things aren't so lumpy. Because as nice as they look from the outside, you can't really see. No, you definitely can't. They look great. They look great with a shirt on, but they are pretty lumpy. So some fat grafting ought to take care of that. And it's possible that I'll only need one more surgery as far as like enhancement and implants and all that. Because originally they told me that the implant surgery and the fat grafting surgery would be 2 different surgeries. But today he was telling me that we might be able to knock it out in one, which is exciting. Let's see, what else is exciting? Can kind of use my arms a little bit, but trying to get a straight answer out of my plastic surgeon is it's comical how hard it is. Like, the man does great work. Again, look at the gals, they look wonderful. But yeah, his bedside manner is just not really there. It's very stereotypically surgeon, and like, I'm not going to see him again until October 19th, and I forgot to ask if I can wear regular shirts again, because I've just been doing this button-up thing. Not really my style. Yeah, I forgot to ask. So, and that's been most of my, like, getting back into life, like, physical therapy, I guess. It's been largely my call on what I do and what I don't do. So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep going with that. Seems like it's worked pretty well so far. I really want to go back to work. I miss working so much. And I'm so grateful that I can say that too. Yeah, I've definitely lived in a time where I hated my life and my job, but no more. I really want to go back to work. You just got to take things one step at a time. Right now, I'll just be grateful that I can take my dog for a walk. But if we can do this in one surgery instead of 2, then I'm thinking that I could maybe go back to work like early next year. Wouldn't that be insane, you guys? Oh, I'd be so pumped for it. Let's see. Oh, in other news, right? Because it's not just all boob jobs over here. There's still some cancer going on. I've started doing infusions, right? So it's not the like chemo infusions I was doing earlier, but it's it's chemo that's specifically targeted to the HER2 positive cells, whatever. It's still chemo, but it's not like shitty, awful chemo. I just had one of those. This is ridiculous. It's not her house. I can't pull very much yet, and she knows it. See, look at this. Look at her fighting me. Come on. That's not your house. Come on. Come on. She's not even pretending to be sorry. She doesn't care. Anywho, let's see. So, I go once every 3 weeks. I get an infusion of Cadcycla. The first one was the worst one. It was a 90-minute infusion, and then I had to stay for a 90-minute observation. But going forward, it'll be a 30-minute infusion and a 30-minute observation. So that's really nice, because the chemo infusions were like 4 hours. It was like an all-day extravaganza. So, no more of that. But I have 14 rounds. I've done one so far. I have 14 rounds every 3 weeks. So, that's going to take me, it's going to be about like 8 months of doing this. And that's a little bit disheartening, because I thought I was going to be done in 6 months, which would take me to like roughly about March, but it might be like April, May. So it's a little disheartening, but I'm happy that the side effects of this are not much. Like, I get a little bit nauseous sometimes. My skin's really sensitive. And I've had the threat of a headache. Not an actual headache, mind you. Just like, oh no, I feel a headache coming on. And then it didn't ever come on. So, I don't know. Maybe those side effects will be worse at some point. Maybe not. Hopefully not. And then I'm also taking, well, I haven't started yet. In September, I'm going to start taking a, what is it? Tamoxifen. That's what it's called. And because my tumor tested 2% positive for progesterone, they have to count that, even though it's so small, 2 little percents. But they still have to count it as a positive test. So I have to take tamoxifen, which suppresses estrogen and progesterone. And get this, I have to take it for 5 years. Sucks. But things could be way, 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 way worse. So I'm trying really hard to stay grateful. I talked to the doctor about it, and she said that if after 2 years we want to pause and have kids, we can do that. So I'd pause the tamoxifen for long enough to get IVF and put my, got a couple of embryos on ice. So I can take those embryos and stick them in there, birth out some babies, because it could very well be 2. I don't know if you know, but when you do IVF, when they put them back in, right, there's the harvest. That's the part I've already done. Harvested my little eggies. But when you put them back in, a lot of doctors want to put in 2 eggs at the same time. That's just the way they like to do it in the IVF world. And 2 eggs are all I've got. That's all that made the freeze. So I guess we're going to do one pass at it, and we might just have twins. But you know what? I've got 2 whole years to decide whether or not I want to do that. Yeah, I've put my body through a lot in the past year, and I've been absolutely stunned with how amazing it's done. My body has done everything I've asked it to do, so much more, and I'm so grateful for that. But I definitely want to take 2 years off before we just start thinking about like twins and IVF shots. Although, you remember way back when, February, feels like lifetimes ago, when I was just doing my my IVF sticks, right? You give yourself shots every night, and I thought it was like so bad. Ugh, so bad. It seems like nothing now. Oh, I just have to give myself some shots? Might be a little crampy. Fuck, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, modern medicine. So, yeah, it's just funny. Funny how sometimes growth is a little bit comical. Anywho, yeah, so that's all that's happening here. A lot of dog walking, book reading, playing it cool, not really working, just chilling for the rest of the year, I guess. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I think I'm done now. All right, love you all. Bye-bye.